Hi, I'm Millie. Welcome back to Live It Up with Mills. I do videos on beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. If you're new here or if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Also, please do hit on the bell icon below to be notified about all my future updates. Now, without further ado, let's jump into today's video. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little different from what I usually do. So while I have made this channel dedicated to beauty, fashion and lifestyle, today I wanted to talk about some parenting tips. Yes, I am a parent. I have a 16-year-old boy. And while I claim to be no expert on parenting, I wanted to share some of my experience and learnings with all my YouTube friends. So let's get into it. First tip is to treat your child as a separate individual with a separate identity. So even if your child is a toddler, he or she has a separate identity and we must always respect that. So don't merely expect the kid to act in a certain manner. Understand what the child wants and why he wants that. For example, when we introduce a new food to a small child, and we naturally expect the child to like the food rather than thinking or asking the child whether he really likes the food. So while you should encourage your child to try new food and develop new tastes, you should never force a child with some kind of food which you feel that he or she should like. The second tip which I have realized as a parent is that we should listen more. I feel as parents we are often on a tell mode and not on a listen mode. It is important to move away from a tell mode and go to a listen mode. When you listen more to your child, you gain valuable insight into the child's psychology. When you listen to your child will also listen to you. It works both ways. Moving on to the third tip, this is about spending quality time. Yes, so much has been said about quality time. Quality time is not merely spending time ensuring that your child is studying or having his or her food properly. Quality time is setting aside some time every day to do what you both like to do. As you both enjoy an activity together, you will have better communication and also build beautiful memories which will stay with you in your sunset years. The next tip is never abuse your child, whether physically or verbally. By abusing your child, you are communicating to your child that it is okay to be violent and aggressive. So it is never okay to abuse. So how do you discipline your child without abusing him physically or verbally? First, calm yourself down. Take a few deep breaths. Think rationally. And when you're calm, go and talk to your child and try and understand why he or she behaved in a certain manner. Communicate clearly to the child that you have been hurt and saddened by the way he or she has behaved and that you would not want it to be repeated in future. This kind of communication will be far more effective and create much more remorse in a child than any kind of physical or mental or verbal abuse. Next tip is to lead by example and not by preaching. If you want your child to do certain things, then you will have to first do it yourself. If we want the child not to have too much of junk food, then we should probably not order in too much of junk food ourselves and should probably teach the child how healthy eating and cooking at home is beneficial for all of us. Also, if and when we keep telling the child not to keep looking at the phone or not to be on the phone all the time, and if we ourselves are on the phone all the time, how do you expect the child to learn? I'll share an example of mine here. My son was never into fitness and would never want to do much of physical exercise. So I kept on telling him that why don't you get into some kind of physical activity class which you like, but he never really was interested. So then I started telling him that what if we do something together? So we got booked into an online program, and both of us started doing some online dance classes. Then, as kids are, they usually get bored very easily. So he got bored of that. So we started doing some other kind of fitness classes together. Trust me, it has been such a beautiful experience. Not only that both of us bonded better, he did his physical activities, I got to do mine. It's a win-win situation. The final tip is, do not forget that we were kids too. It's okay to play a little more. It's okay to watch a little more TV. It's just their childhood. It's the best time of their life, and they should be having a great time. After all, as parents, what do we want? Is it so important for them to score that perfect 100 or that 90 plus marks? Or do we really want them to grow up as happy, well developed individuals who will then be able to tackle the life which lies ahead? In this age and time, when mental illness is such a growing menace in this world, it is important for all of us to start nurturing our kids in a manner that we make them strong, healthy individuals and make them ready to face the world. So that was the video. I hope you liked it. I know it's a little different from the contents which I usually do. If you want me to do more on parenting tips, please do leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll be glad to do more such videos. I'll be back next week with a fresh new video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.